Greetings and great rising loves. Running late. It's Saturday. Y'all know I run late Saturday and Sunday most of the time anyway. I was torn between two prayers this rising. It was three. Prayer for manifestation, prayer for abundance, and prayer um for monitoring spirits. And I ultimately think I'm gonna do the prayer for monitoring spirits, because how can you manifest something if you got somebody in the background trying to pray for your downfall? Make sense? Makes sense. Um, a lot of stuff happened this week. We ain't even gonna go over all that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for all that. So we not gonna do that. I'm gonna gather this prayer. We gonna say it. I might change the music for the affirmations, because y'all know once I get done with that, sometimes I go off on a tangent on the BS. All right, let me get the prayer. Okay, powerful prayer for monitoring spirits. Remember, y'all can write this down, add to it or subtract from it, take the meat and leave the bone. Mother, Father, Creator, I come before you with a heart humbled and seeking your divine protection. I acknowledge your supreme power and authority over all things seen and unseen. Mother, Father, Creator, I ask that you surround me with your divine presence and shield me from any spirits that seek to monitor or disrupt my peace. In your infinite wisdom and love, grant me the discernment to recognize any spiritual disturbances and the strength to confront them with faith. I trust in your promise that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. By the power of your Holy Spirit, I claim victory and peace, resting in assurance that you are my refuge and my fortress. Ashe, amen. That's the prayer for monitoring spirits, because you just never know who in the background rooting for you to fail. It could be somebody you don't even know. Somebody you might done been online and you might done said some things, felt a way about you. So, and that's also why a lot of times y'all don't see me coming on here with my head not covered. I don't care if it is a bonnet. You gotta protect your crown. And sometimes you even gotta protect that third eye. But definitely your crown. Make sense? Alright, I'm probably change the music and we're gonna get into these affirmations for today. Okay, so the affirmations for today. I am worthy of complete happiness. I am filled with positive energy. I'm attracting wonderful opportunities. I am grateful for this day. I am confident in my journey. I am creating a beautiful reality. I am open to new possibilities. I am radiating pure love and joy. I am strong and incredibly resilient. I am at peace with myself. I am deserving of amazing things. I am choosing happiness right now. I am letting go of all negativity. I am proud of who I am becoming. I am a powerful magnet for miracles. Ashe, ashe. I know these bitches in my shadow feel so cold. Okay, so y'all know this week we started the 30-day manifestation thing. 369, 30, 60, 90. Once you get to the first 30, get to the next 30, then the next 30. 369. Y'all know I showed y'all the 369 method. I'll show y'all again. Hold on. That's a hostess of my dick. They put their hair up in a bun. So, 369 method. Last week I said try to do a journal. Tell the bitch you better use your head for a comb there with a hole in it. Journals, vision boards, or vision boxes. That was this week. And now we're eating it up. But when I drag it to hell, she said my name, she get it built. Okay. Let me turn it down some. Y'all know TikTok will try to clip us. So yeah, this last week was like that. And then cleaning and cleansing. Like if your space is kind of out of order, try to get that in order. Still work on it this week, because Rome wasn't built in a day and your house ain't gonna get clean that fast either. Let's just call a spade a spade. This week is you're supposed to choose one routine to change or add to your daily routine. So like for me, I plan on getting up earlier. I already get up kind of early, but I plan on getting up a little bit more earlier, just to kind of get my mental together and get stuff done before I head to the gym. And that way I'm not always doing everything when I come back from the gym. Just add one habit. Change one habit. If you got a bad habit, try to will that back. Like if you got a bad habit, try to will that back in and replace it with a good habit. That's this week, because in order to like manifest things, you got to kind of have a routine. It's kind of like your thinking, right? Your thinking has to be a routine too. So remember I told y'all, you can be sad, you can be mad, you can be depressed, you can be angry, you can be any of those things, any of those negative things, but don't dwell in it. Give yourself some time, but don't live in that time. So yeah, if you got to go into the woods or something, don't go into the woods. Hold on, not alone anyway, not right now. We in some crazy times. If you got to scream, go scream in your car. You gotta cry and you don't want to cry around everybody. Go cry in your closet, cry in your bathroom. Go run a hot shower. Take it. Cry off in her if you need to. Um, if you need to break something, go break something. Just don't go breaking everything in your house. And then once you do that, you will that shit back in. And you get back to the positive energy. I see a lot of people too that's in their feelings. We gonna switch and talk about the world right now with everything. I see a lot of people in their feelings, and what's crazy to me is the amount of black people, both foundation. I know y'all say something about foundational. Both the foundational black people, the regular black people, and the biracial black people are upset because people are saying, "Hey, we're not gonna like." And I haven't seen nobody tell nobody how to spend their money, but you have a lot of black women, especially that are pulling back on going to the beauty supply stores, going to the nail shops, going, to places where they feel like they're not valued. And you have a lot of black people who think that other people are trying to tell them how to spend their money, and they're upset, and they like, oh, so now we just gonna boycott, da da da. That's why we ain't getting nowhere in this world any fucking way. I don't expect us to get past. I don't expect black people to get past this whole layoffs and all this other stuff and everything that the big corp is doing, because as soon as you tell a black person here lately, especially, to boycott something or to not do something or just tell them what you're not going to do, they get in their feelings like, well, you can't tell me how to spend my money. Babes, nobody is. Just like these jobs, Trump never told these jobs to lay off people. Trump never told these jobs to lay off black people or women. But they did it anyway. They did it anyway. So ain't nobody tell you to do nothing. You have a choice. And motherfuckers still around here buying Teslas. Now that man literally did the Nazi salute. Yahtzee, sorry, don't clip me, TikTok. Did the whole salute and been talking shit about black women ever since. And black people in general. Ever since. Motherfuckers still. It ain't stop y'all from buying them Teslas. Big Corp is laying people off. It ain't stopping y'all from, like, Amazon laid off people, and motherfuckers still got Amazon packages coming. So, like, ain't nobody telling y'all how to spend y'all money. If y'all still want to go in there, go do that. But don't get online with y'all bullshit. That's why we don't have unity in the community in the first place. Everybody else in their communities have unity except the black community. Unity scattered. That's a conversation that should be talked about behind closed doors. But since motherfuckers want to put that shit online, let's just put it all out there. A lot of times, a lot of y'all in y'all feelings because it's okay. You got friends of other cultures. That's fine. Ain't nobody telling you. And here's the thing too, though. It ain't like they was telling people like everywhere to boycott certain places. It was like certain communities saying they was gonna do that. Especially, I think it was in South Carolina. They definitely said they was gonna do that. That they wasn't going nowhere where. Why go somewhere where people say they fear for their life around you? You had the Asian community literally get online the last couple days saying how they fear black people. Talking about our height, our weight, how we're aggressive. And black people was like, okay, well, cool. If y'all feel that way, we'll just stay out y'all shit. And then you have the black people coming online saying you can't tell us how to spend our money. I'm still going to go to this. I'm still going to, okay, fine, do that. You know, I'm telling y'all what the fuck to do. They said what they wasn't going to do. What you do is on you. But when something happens to you, don't expect nobody to be out there, marching, protesting, shit like that. That's the same, like, motherfuckers tired. People said no more Target, and you still got black people on there. I'm gonna go to Target. Well, babes, go to Target. Damn, it's not that serious. It's kind of like how even with like the farmers, right? The farmers like we're mad at Trump, but I would still vote for him if he was running again. And then Trump get up there yesterday and said why he even at that little farmers convention thing? Cause y'all already elected him. He ain't gotta be there. He said he could be at home at the White House watching something on TV, then be there with y'all. Ain't no difference. I mean, you like it, I love it for you. But don't be sitting there crying when you start getting treated a certain way. And if God forbid that layoff come knocking at your door, God forbid. Y'all piss me off sometime. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about black people. Everybody else, y'all can keep scrolling on this one. Because the lack of unity in our community is a big ass problem. It's kind of like how there's no unity in black families like that no more. It makes zero sense. The Latino community, they stick together. The Asian community, y'all see, they stick together. Every other community stick together but our asses. And they know that about us. And that's why some people be trying to say, That pissed me off too. The people that try to say Harriet was a mythical, like act like she's like some mythical character or some shit, and a lot of y'all she would have left or shot. A lot of y'all she would have left or shot. Cause y'all gonna always be a stepping fish. That's about it. That's about it. That's my little tangent. That's my soapbox moment. So if you want to go get your nails done at wherever you go, do that. Want to go to beauty spot store, go do that. Want to go to their liquor stores, as they say, go do that. Want to go to their restaurants, go do that. No, nobody's stopping y'all. People said what they wasn't gonna do, and then y'all getting y'all feelings. Get on my goddamn nerves. Y'all make my ass itch. Shit. Anyway, back to the manifestation. Remember, y'all, coming up this week, try to change something in your routine. If you have a bad habit, try to change that habit. If you know it's a habit that you need to put into that, do that. Kind of like me. I said I wanted to start like, and I normally have like my cup of coffee when I come from the gym. I'm like, maybe I can switch that. If I start getting up a little early and start doing things a little early, I can make my cup of coffee and then, make sure I take water or something to hydrate myself while I'm at the gym and such. That's one of the habits. I know I'm still cleaning and cleansing. I told y'all that I'm still depression cleaning, because when I was going through my spouts of depression and stuff, I did let a lot of my life get out of order when it comes to organization. So I'm still working on that. Again, Rome wasn't built in a day, and this house ain't gonna get the way I want it in a day either. So that's why my routine this week is gonna change. I'm trying to write down these different weeks of how I want to do the manifestation, and I'm a little bit behind on that. Like how last week we was doing vision boards, vision boxes, and vision journals and stuff like that. Journal every day. Get that shit up out of your chest before you go to bed, or get it off your chest throughout the middle of the day. You can have a little pocket journal if you have to. Kind of like how I say have a sleep journal next to your bed. I have one, and I often forget to write in it when I wake up so I can remember the dreams that I have. I gotta get better at that. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm pretty sure this video is into the 15-minute mark. So I'm gonna let y'all go. It's Saturday. Remember, on the weekends, practice some self-love, self-care. I don't care if it's like a 5-minute nap. I don't care if it's like going to go fix your favorite food or going to go buy you a 4 for 4. Whatever that self-care looks like to you, try to do something. Even if it's a small little gesture this weekend, even if it's just a nice little bubble bath, do something for yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup, and a lot of us is trying to pour from a cup that's almost empty. Ashe. Remember, the comparison is the biggest thief of joy. Sometimes that grass ain't greener because of why you think it's green. Sometimes it's green because it's fake. Sometimes it's green because you don't know the amount of work they had to do to get that grass that green. How they had to dig up that earth, put down new soil, and lay new seeds. So don't be out here looking at the grass on the other side and thinking it's greener. Don't be out here comparing yourself to nobody. I love y'all to pieces, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for the ancestors prayer. Y'all know on Sundays it's the ancestor prayer unless another prayer comes, but we always gonna do the ancestor prayer, and we might add a prayer to it if we have to. Ashe. I see y'all tomorrow.